Okay, one more time. It's taken me a couple times to get this whole Cam Studio thing down, but let's try it out. Okay, so sorry this took so long. It's just been a little bit crazy in the world of Tim. Okay, so I'm going to send you a new file here, which is FP list, and it's a HTML file. That way you can just open it up in a browser. You don't have to use Chrome. I'm using Chrome, but and that way you can just click here. This is a list of all the feature pages we have to move over to the new site. This will open up the feature page on the current site. You can then do a Control S to save, or however, and save in a folder of your choosing. And then that will give you the HTML, which you may or may not need, and then, but more importantly, it'll give you all the photos. And really, just like the accommodation pages you were doing, we're just going to be pulling the photos out of here, and then if there's any these logos are actually off the bottom of the page, but if there are logos in the text, anything that's embedded in this main section here, all the periphery, the left border, right border, top, bottom, we don't care about, but just basically all the content on the page in the middle. So basically what we want to do is we want to and actually, if you don't have to do it this way, that's the way I was doing it, but if you can right click and save the image and just do it that way too if you want. It's up to you, whatever. We just want to move this over there, and we don't want any funky code in there. So the new site is 11.wildland.com, and in order to get to the back end for the CMS is called Sitefinity. In order to get to the back end, you just do /Sitefinity, and it'll bring you here. You log in with sbentams, and your password is wildpass, all lowercase, WILDPASS, all lowercase. So log in. Once you're logged in, there's a bunch of places to go in here, and we'll get into more on that later, because I'm sure you're going to be doing more than this if you want to. But for now, we're going to be in the Pages section. And the Pages section, you'll see, has, I don't know, it's probably the smaller percentage of the content on the site, but you can see if you go to our home page, that you can see, like, under About Us, you can see there's About Wildland, Staff List, Giving Back, blah, blah, blah. And then under here, you see About Us, some of those same pages. So you can sort of get an idea for how certain parts of the site are organized, the parts of the site that are administered using the Pages section, how that's organized under here. What we're moving is the feature pages, which is basically just pages that we've created, for being able to link to, just to give more information. So, like if we wanted a page on the Ngorongoro crater, we'll just create a page on that, or Ngorongoro National Park, and we'll create a page on that, and that way we can link to it from our itinerary pages. But there really isn't going to be, unless we decide later, but there isn't going to be a place on the site where you can actually go through and find these pages other than where we're going to link them from. So you're not going to find a menu with all the feature pages in it, unless we find that to be advantageous. But other than, I don't think we're going to, because it would just be confusing, because they'll just be all different things. So right now there's only one sample in there, and if you click on it, you'll see that it has menu, it has the main content. There are no pictures in this one, I don't think, and there's going to be a lot of them that probably aren't any pictures, but that's okay. So this is just a view of how the page looks. There's properties, permissions, and history up here in the right tab, but pretty much the only other tab I think you need to mess with is the properties tab. And by all means, at any time, ask questions or make comments or whatever. I don't really like this CMS all that much, but we didn't get that choice. Joomla's, what I use mostly, is much easier, much, but whatever. So here we have the page name, which I think you're just going to be putting in yourself, and the page name is going to be something having to do with the title of the page. So this is SEO value, search engine optimization value for Google. So Masai Land Safari Guidelines is probably a great title for this page, and that actually probably be even a little bit better if we just made it Masai Safari Guidelines, I think. But anyway, it matters, so just sort of, but mostly the title should be fine. If you have any questions, just let me know. And in the end, it's more important that they just get up there. The important thing is, however, if we go back and change them, once we're live, this is the URL to this page. So if we end up changing this after we're live, Google won't know where to find the page, and so we either have to do a redirect or something of the nature. So we're not going to be, once we're live, we're pretty much not going to be changing this field on any page, unless we absolutely have to. The rest of this default should be pretty good. The menu label, like I said, they're probably not going to be in a menu, but just in case it will be in a menu at some point, just use the title of the page and then the title down here. The description, this particular description is basically one or two sentences from the beginning of the page itself. Let's see, where is that link? I think it's on the other page to view this. There's a view this page link. We'll get there in a second, but you'll see that this is just the first two sentences of the description or the top paragraph on the page. Alright, so let's go back to the view. Here it is. View live page in a new window. Let's go look at the page. Here it is. So I took these two sentences. Actually, it's only 250 characters, I think, something to that effect. So I think that's probably not much more than one sentence. But Google will take what it wants to take anyway. It doesn't always take the description as the description. The description is the part in your Google search results that's below the linked title of the page. And it's the one human component. They don't use that for keyword searches or anything like that, but they do just put it on the page often. So that's the human component to the page. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back here. So you're going to basically be the general process is you're going to come down here and duplicate this page, and then change this to the new title. A lot of times I think it could probably just be the full title. We really don't want capitals, and I don't know if it's going to change that for you. I'm just going to take them out now. And some underscores. Not too exciting. Let's go back here and get that back. Oops. Okay. And then we'll save changes. We haven't changed the content yet, but I just wanted to get it in there and see what it looks like. Alright, so now you see that new page is in there. We still have to go and edit the content. So we'll edit. And here's the part that it's probably the worst part of it, is basically we're just going to have to, hoping this doesn't actually copy the pictures. See what this looks like. Sure. Alright. Now we're not going to want to copy these pictures because I think they're going to be coming from the new site. Or I'm sorry, the pictures here are going to be coming from the old site. We have to actually insert them, which is why you're going to want to have them in a folder. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Is that working out? No, it's not. Oh, I guess you have to right-click the picture for it to work. How about that? Let's take a look at that HTML real quick. So we're really after just basic HTML here. See how much time I have left on this video. Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay, so, all right. So, okay, give me one sec. So this is a good example. Here's a pitfall. So I pasted all this, I removed the pictures. It looks pretty decent, kept the links. Nice, because I don't want to have to do all those links over again. However, if we were to preview, let's see what that does for us. Absolutely nothing. Well, if we say I'm done, it ends up being a little bit not right. And then I go and edit it again, and I go and look at it, and I go and look at the HTML, and it basically took all of these styles, which we don't want any of that, which sucks. So what I'm thinking is, you may want to paste it. May want to take your pages and paste them into something like Dreamweaver first. However you want to do that, whatever strips the code. Let's see if that works. It should. Dreamweaver's pretty good at taking out goofy code, but we'll see here in a second. I'm going to pause real quick. And we're back. Okay. It's looking promising. Actually, we'll leave those in there for the moment as placeholders. And ordered list, a div. I don't know if we need the div, but divs are okay. Yeah, it looks like it peeled it all out. So if nothing else, use Dreamweaver. If you need a newer copy, I think I have CS4. Or you can use, whatever you want to use too. If you want to use, what do you call it, Visual Studio or whatever. Something that'll peel all the code out of there and just leave you with links, basically. Because I think all we want are paragraph tags, header tags, and that's about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back here, get rid of all that, and paste. Let's try it in HTML. Go back here. Sorry I didn't work this out before, but I did something, and then I just figured we would figure it out here, find out some of these things. Okay, so these are placeholders. Remember, these are pictures are coming from the old site, so we want to replace these with the ones that we have already downloaded to that folder. So let's delete that. Remember, you gotta right-click the pictures to highlight them. I don't know why, but at least they kept all the links. And now if let's just try that and see if the formatting, it's looking better. And we'll preview. Yeah, minus the in the UL they're blue. That might be that's weird though. Margins are off. But anyway, you get the idea. See the little issues that might occur. The key is going to be trying to do this and then and keep all the links and then just go back and reformat. I'm going to do that when we're not recording a video here because I have a limited amount of time to upload to YouTube. So okay, so I pick placeholders in here. You can just use the insert an image, and we'll go to our folder that we saved stuff in over here, and we'll take the first one and we'll upload it. Groovy. Perfect. And then I put this placeholder in here.